not everyone understands the force behind a single split. Not everyone dares to face the roar of steel and the weight of giant timber. But you're about to see it all. Welcome to where the action begins, where wood is torn in the blink of an eye. Welcome to the world of Wood Channel. SplitX 450, 5T Yanmar, fiery red power with a sharp hydraulic arm. The SplitX 450, painted in striking red, stands like a warrior amidst the woodpile. Its powerful, agile hydraulic arm is equipped with a razor-sharp splitting blade, ready to deliver precise, decisive cuts. The operator smoothly maneuvers the arm, placing each log on a sturdy platform. The splitter blade swiftly descends, pressing forcefully into the rough trunk, the sound of cracking wood echoing through the air. Running quietly yet powerfully, the 5-ton hydraulic system combines strength and precision, transforming large, tough logs into neatly squared firewood pieces, ready for any use. Homemade firewood processor, dust-covered, worn down, but splitting wood with the confidence of a machine built to endure. It's not shiny. There's no polished steel or glossy paint, just a rugged, homemade splitter standing quietly at the job site, caked in sawdust, with chips, and the marks of countless working hours. Its frame is scratched, its rollers rusted, but the sliding table still runs smooth, like the heartbeat of an old, seasoned craftsman. Pre-cut logs are placed on the tray. The feed mechanism kicks in clack, and the log glides forward toward the splitting blade. No theatrics, just one decisive stroke, and the log bursts cleanly into evenly sized chunks. The sound is solid, no nonsense, a clear message. I still work. And I work well. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Not new, but reliable. This machine carries the time, sweat, and ingenuity of its maker, a true symbol of labor, creativity, and enduring toughness. The deep green super splitter, powered by an 80 HP Ket turbo diesel engine, stands firm in the vast timber yard. This steel warrior is ready to tear through rough logs with unmatched power and durability. The engine roars like a beast in the forest. Under the skilled operator's control, the hydraulic arm moves forcefully, pressing each log against the sharp steel splitter blade. With a powerful push, the wood cracks open, splitting cleanly into uniform firewood pieces. Around it, piles of neatly stacked wood await the next truckload. In this open space, the machine's strength and the seamless cooperation between man and equipment create a scene of efficient, commanding production. Palix KS43S 720. With the auxiliary splitting blade attached, speed and precision are taken to a whole new level. Cone wood splitter, the power of rotation, splitting wood decisively. The cone wood splitter features a simple, compact design yet delivers high efficiency. A specially designed steel cone is mounted on a rotating shaft, spinning rapidly to generate strong centrifugal force. As logs are pushed straight onto the spinning cone, its sharp steel blade tears through the wood swiftly and decisively. This mechanism splits wood without requiring heavy pushing force, using rotational motion to break through the solid trunk structure. The cone wood splitter is a simple yet powerful solution, ideal for fast wood splitting tasks, saving labor while maintaining high performance. A compact machine, carrying the strength of an entire forest. On screen, the 15-ton hydraulic wood splitter and chipper begins its work, quiet, deliberate, and unshakably powerful. Each hardwood log is gripped tightly by the steel claws. Then, with just a smooth stroke, the hydraulic wedge applies up to 15 tons of pressure. The log cracks open, split into halves, then quarters, with surgical precision. Each chunk drops neatly to the ground, ready for use. But the job doesn't stop there. Next, the chipper unit, reback, activates. Larger wood pieces are pulled into the spinning drum, where razor-sharp blades reduce them into chips or sawdust, perfect for fuel, compost, or pellet production. Every motion is clean, efficient. One operator is all it takes, yet the machine replaces the effort of an entire crew. Small in size, but mighty in impact. A true ally for forestry work, farm operations, or anyone seeking smart, efficient wood processing. From raw timber to ready material, the transformation happens in minutes. This is more than a splitter, It's a compact production line, a symbol of modern labor. At a vast lumber yard, the brute force 24 to 30 HD log splitter powers through with immense strength. Large logs are firmly positioned on the splitting bed, and each decisive cut slices the wood cleanly and precisely. The sharp steel wedge, driven by high hydraulic pressure, swiftly tears the logs into neatly split pieces. With every downward stroke, fine wood chips fly wildly, creating a white cloud of dust around the machine. The continuous thuds echo loudly, blending with the roaring engine to produce a vibrant, energetic soundtrack. The operation runs smoothly and rhythmically, from loading the logs, pushing them into the wedge, to scattering the split wood pieces, all happening in an unbroken flow. The power of the brute force 24 to 30 HD is evident in every cut, strong, precise, and highly efficient. Split_fire 4409, a powerful, decisive wood splitter. The split_fire 4409, painted in bright red, stands tall amidst a pile of firewood. Its hydraulic arm swiftly lifts the log onto a sturdy platform, ready for a precise split. The thick, sharp steel splitting wedge descends, pressing the log with force. The crackling sound echoes with every split as the tough trunk is cleaved in two, then quickly broken down into perfectly sized firewood pieces. The machine runs smoothly yet powerfully, transforming rough logs into flawless firewood chunks, ready for the fireplace or stove. At an open lumber yard, the Fendu's JBM 80 log splitter hums with mechanical steadiness. Two men work side by side, moving with precision and rhythm. One man loads the logs onto the splitting bed, while the other operates the hydraulic lever, eyes focused on every movement of the machine. A log is carefully positioned. Within seconds, a heavy-duty steel blade descends, powered by intense hydraulic pressure, splitting the log cleanly into evenly sized pieces. Each drop of the blade is met with a crisp crack, as the wood yields without resistance. The split pieces fall neatly onto a collection tray below, then are manually pulled aside or shifted along a small side conveyor. The two workers exchange silent cues and glances, working in sync like a living, breathing machine. Each log is processed with consistent speed and deliberate strength. Sunlight glints off the polished metal blade, while sawdust clings to their sleeves. Yet neither man stops. The Fendu's JBM 80 doesn't roar. It works with calm, persistent power, and its real strength lies in the smooth, decisive split it delivers again and again. Right next to a modest house in a quiet setting, the FP480FR firewood processor in bright green stands out like a vibrant engine of purpose. Though not massive in size, the machine radiates strength and reliability. A man stands beside it, confidently operating the control lever. Each log is fed onto the in-feed table, where the fast-spinning circular saw makes quick, clean cuts. Immediately afterward, a hydraulic ram pushes the cut section forward into a sharp splitting wedge, breaking it into uniform firewood pieces. The machine moves in a steady rhythm, cutting, pushing, splitting again and again, without pause. Sawdust drops below, while neatly split firewood is stacked nearby. In the calm surroundings, the hum of the engine and the crisp crack of splitting would become the soundtrack of hard-working simplicity. The Dallin 2054 operates relentlessly, like a steel warrior tirelessly processing wood. The man standing beside the machine firmly lowers the control lever with decisive force, each saw stroke slicing deep into the log with absolute precision, no sign of error or deviation. As soon as the saw blade finishes its task, the sharp splitting blade quickly follows through, delivering a powerful steel punch that divides the thick log into evenly sized firewood pieces measured down to the millimeter. The sharp clash of steel against wood echoes rhythmically, creating a unique symphony where machine and human strength blend seamlessly. perfectly split piece is immediately pushed onto the conveyor and quickly arranged by the worker, preparing for the next transport journey. Everything operates like a perfectly synchronized machine, from the craftsman's hands to the smallest details of the machine, combining power, technique, and flawless harmony. The Multitech 1620 SS, model year 2012, roars to life like a steel beast awakened. Its powerful hydraulic arm lowers with precision, gripping the heavy log in an iron embrace. In a flash, the circular saw, sharp as a razor, screams through the air and slices the thick log cleanly, without hesitation. Immediately, the cut section is driven into the splitting chamber. Their cross-shaped steel wedges show no mercy. They drive through the wood with brutal force, splitting it in halves, quarters, and more, transforming raw timber into uniform firewood. Each crack resounds like bone snapping, echoing through the workshop, dry, powerful, and unrelenting. It all happens in seconds, precise, relentless, efficient. The Multitech 1620 SS is more than a machine. It is a symbol of mechanical dominance, a purpose-built firewood processor that never stops. No axe needed. Can a 30-ton kinetic log splitter handle a giant log? The wood splitter roars to life, powered by a gas engine, sending a deep vibration through its heavy steel frame. Once the massive log is set in place, the ram slams forward with explosive force, driving the log hard against the sharp wedge. Each strike tears the wood apart cleanly and powerfully, splitting thick fibers with shocking ease. The operator carefully adjusts the log's position after every split, rotating it, flipping it, aligning it, ensuring that the entire log is reduced to usable firewood. No axe, no backbreaking labor, just 30 tons of kinetic energy and a skilled hand guiding the machine. Even the biggest logs don't stand a chance. Spalt-fast lift, steel claws, the power to split oak. Amidst a scattered pile of oak logs, the Bi-Stingy Spalt-fast lift stands out with its sturdy gripping claws made of thick steel and a powerful clamping force. The claws open wide, fully enveloping a large oak log, then slowly tighten like an unyielding iron hand. The operator gently lifts the log and precisely positions it for splitting. Once the claws hold firm, a strong pushing force drives the log into the splitting blade, cleaving the tough oak trunk into even, square sections. Each piece falls onto the yard, ready for the next processing step. The Spalt-fast lift is more than just a splitter. It combines the flexibility of the gripping claws with the strength of the splitting blade, making it an optimized machine for handling heavy oak processing tasks. The Petzolato TB900, a powerful, industrial-grade firewood processor, operates like a synchronized production line, combining strength with surgical precision. As the machine is lowered into working mode, it springs to life. Logs preloaded into the feed hopper are advanced one by one into the splitting section via an intelligent hydraulic pusher. Inside, razor-sharp splitting blades and a multi-way steel wedge system divide each log into uniform firewood pieces, cleanly and consistently. With every downward press, a series of perfectly even wood pieces emerge, no splintering, no irregularity, no waste. Once split, the firewood is carried out automatically via conveyor, moving directly to the rear collection area. The entire operation flows smoothly and efficiently like a well-tuned industrial line, a seamless blend of engineering, mechanical force, and optimized throughput. The Halverson HWP 140B is a powerful and state-of-the-art firewood processor, engineered to fully automate the entire wood processing workflow. This machine expertly lifts each log onto a specially designed cradle, where a smooth yet precise push feeds the wood toward a razor-sharp circular saw blade. The saw blade swiftly and powerfully slices through the log, delivering clean, consistent cuts every time. Immediately afterward, a robust pushing mechanism drives the cutwood into a splitting blade, where sharp knives expertly and efficiently split the logs into neat, manageable pieces. Each firewood segment is cut to uniform sizes, perfectly prepared for burning. The Halverson HWP 140B not only boosts productivity but also saves time and labor, turning a physically demanding task into a safer and more effortless process. Lasco LA Split D1-10, a steel arm, and a conical wedge made to tear giants apart. Mounted on a heavy-duty hydraulic arm, the Lasco LA Split D1-10 cone splitter spins with brutal power. The hardened steel cone, thick, sharp, and relentless, slowly presses down into a log up to 60 centimeters in diameter. These are massive trunks, the kind that demand respect. No conveyor, no base, just steel and torque. The arm lowers precisely, the cone bites into the log and starts to spiral inward. You hear the crack, fibers ripping apart, as if the wood is being split from the inside out. In moments, the log fractures, halved, then quartered, cleanly and completely. The Lasco D1-10 doesn't rush. It doesn't hesitate. It simply rips through giant logs like it was made for titans. The massive log is gradually pushed toward the sharp splitting blade, which slowly sinks in and tears through the wood fibers relentlessly, shredding the log into splinters without mercy. Simple, yet powerful. Compact, yet surprisingly effective. The gas-powered wood chipper comes to life in the open air, its engine roaring alongside the crisp crackle of splintering wood. No electricity needed. No tangled cords. Just fill the fuel tank, hold the starter, and the machine is ready for action. Dry branches, bulky wood scraps, tangled garden debris, all are fed into the hopper. Inside, high-speed rotating blades engage instantly. The wood is grabbed, shredded, and ejected through the discharge chute, a steady stream of sharp wood chips, flowing like a sawdust waterfall. In just minutes, a messy pile of branches is gone, replaced by a neat mound of mulch, ready to be used for compost, biofuel, or garden ground cover. Simple, portable, reliable. It's the ideal solution for farmers, gardeners, or anyone needing on-site wood processing. No power source required, no need for external help. One small machine, saving hours of manual labor. The gas-powered wood chipper, mobile strength for everyday wood management. Kerpan CV22 Pro and Lindner 14. machines that still need a human hand. Massive logs are pulled steadily into the steel arms of the Correspond CV22 Pro, powered by the reliable Lindner 14. Beneath the dusty light of the timber yard, each log is lifted upright like a pillar, waiting for the blade to do its work. From above, the cutting wedge lowers slowly, heavy, and deliberate. But this machine, despite its strength, doesn't work alone. A man stands beside it, like a father guiding his child, turning the log, adjusting the angle, steadying its weight. The machine may have power, but it needs guidance. The splitter groans softly, stalling briefly when it meets a knot of resistance. Still, the man stays close, correcting, encouraging. It's not just a display of power, it's a partnership where man and machine complete each other. One supplies force, the other supplies finesse. In every split, every adjustment, there's something deeply human, an old rhythm of labor where technology still listens to the hands that shaped it. The homemade log splitter with a rotating blade is a simple yet effective design. A sharp blade is firmly attached to a powerful rotating shaft, spinning continuously at high speed. Logs are carefully placed beneath the rotating blade. As the shaft spins, the homemade blade repeatedly chops down, each strike a decisive cut, splitting the logs into smaller pieces. The combination of centrifugal force from the rotating shaft and the sharpness of the blade produces an impressive splitting effect. The machine runs continuously, producing a rhythmic clicking sound mixed with the noise of wood being cut, creating a scene both rustic and powerful, a clear demonstration of creativity and resourcefulness in manufacturing.
Okay.
The Multitech 2040 XP2 wood processor, one of the most advanced firewood machines available, is in full operation at the timber yard, delivering outstanding performance. Designed to handle logs with a diameter of 16 to 20 inches, this industrial giant features a powerful saw system paired with a 12-way wedge splitter, capable of reducing a single log into a dozen uniform firewood pieces in mere seconds. Logs are preloaded on the in-feed deck, resting in neat rows, ready for processing. One by one, each log is hydraulically advanced into cutting position. When aligned, the large circular saw drops with a decisive strike. A crisp, slicing sound rings out as the steel blade drives through the dense core of the wood. The freshly cut log section drops onto the chute below. Without hesitation, a hydraulic pusher moves in, sending the chunk directly into the splitter assembly. With immense force, the log is driven into the 12-way wedge, a radial array of sharpened steel blades that instantly cleaves the wood into multiple even pieces. The entire sequence, cut, drop, push, split, unfolds in a matter of seconds, repeated over and over in a fully automated cycle. The Multitech 2040 XP2 isn't just a machine, it's a compact, high-efficiency wood processing line where mechanical force, precision engineering, and speed come together in seamless synchronization. At a lumber yard filled with large logs, the Superpilt firewood processor is running with remarkable power and precision. With its modern design, bold color, and advanced hydraulic system, it performs like an industrial-grade machine built for relentless wood splitting. Logs are loaded onto the feed tray, where an automated mechanical arm clamps onto the log and pushes it toward the saw blade. The blade drops swiftly and cleanly, slicing through the wood in an instant. Right after the cut, the hydraulic ram drives the log piece into the splitting wedge, which can be star-shaped or multi-blade depending on the setup. In just a second, the large log is transformed into multiple small, evenly sized firewood pieces. This process repeats continuously without pause. The finished wood is pushed out onto a conveyor belt, while sawdust and small debris fall into a lower collection bin, keeping the workspace clean and efficient. In a vast lumber yard, the brute force 24 to 30 firewood processor roars endlessly, its mechanical breaths blending with the operator's rapid breathing. Massive, rough logs, heavy and rugged, are slowly fed onto the razor-sharp blade. The operator lowers the control lever, and instantly, the saw blade drops like a cold steel sword, delivering a swift, clean, and merciless cut. The freshly cut log section falls precisely into place and is immediately pushed forward, where powerful presses split the trunk into slender, sharp strips like steel arrows. The machine's roar echoes, mingling with the crackling and crashing sounds of wood, composing a dramatic mechanical symphony. The small wooden strips then silently slide onto the conveyor belt, smoothly moving toward the collection area. piling up into a mighty mountain of timber. Occasionally, when encountering large, straight, and stubborn logs that resist processing, the man swiftly intervenes, adjusting positions or clearing jams by hand, ensuring the machine runs smoothly without interruption. This seamless collaboration between mechanical power and human skill forms a relentless, powerful rhythm, a process of tireless, intense perseverance. Multitech 2040 XP90, the blazing orange wood-splitting powerhouse roars to life. Beneath its bright orange armor lies a machine built for war against the toughest logs. The Multitech 2040 XP90 starts with a thunderous diesel growl, hydraulic arms stretching forward like steel talons locking onto their wooden prey. The circular blade spins at high speed, cold, sharp, and merciless. In a blink, it slices through thick timber with surgical precision, cutting clean like heated steel through bone. Before the log can fall, it is thrust into the splitting chamber. A massive steel wedge descends with crushing force, splitting the wood into neat, even pieces. The scream of the saw, the crack of splitting wood, the hiss of hydraulic power, all fuse into a mechanical symphony of dominance. The Multitech 2040 XP90 doesn't just process firewood, it commands it, with every cut and every split a declaration of unstoppable force. A bright redwood cutting and splitting machine sits neatly in the corner of a home's yard, resting on old concrete warmed by the afternoon sun. A man moves steadily across the space, gathering thick, dry logs and placing them carefully onto the machine's feed cradle. His movements are steady and purposeful, setting a quiet rhythm to the simple but effective labor. Nearby, a woman stands at the controls, one hand firmly gripping the lever that guides the saw blade. Her eyes stay focused on the logs, and with a precise pull of the handle, the blade comes to life, whirring, then slicing down cleanly through the wood. In a matter of seconds, the bulky logs are gone, replaced by short, neatly cut firewood pieces. It's a scene of quiet coordination, where man, woman, and machine work together in harmony to transform raw timber into ready-to-use wood with speed and precision. A large-scale log splitter, purpose-built for 4 simultaneous operators, forms a synchronized and efficient wood processing line. The machine is open from 4 sides, with each operator managing a specific control station, working in perfect harmony, like interlocking gears within a massive industrial engine. Massive logs are fed in from multiple directions. The combination of razor-sharp splitting blades and powerful hydraulic pushers quickly and cleanly breaks the logs down into smaller, uniform pieces. The sound of splitting wood echoes from all sides, blending with the steady hum of machinery and coordinated movements into a vibrant industrial rhythm. Splitting actions occur smoothly and safely, with each operator playing a vital role in maintaining the continuous flow. From every angle, large logs are systematically transformed into finished firewood, ready for storage or loading. The two-tier wood splitter stands silently at the edge of the log yard, rugged, raw, and undeniably powerful. There's no advanced automation here, no modern operator cab, just pure mechanical force, ready to break down any log that comes its way. A man steps forward, carrying a heavy log in both hands. He places it onto the steel push bed, then steps back and grips the manual control lever. With one decisive pull, a hydraulic ram, like a steel fist, shoots forward, slamming the log directly into the waiting splitting blade. In an instant, the log is torn apart, split cleanly into multiple pieces. The cracking of wood rings out sharply, while the fragments fall neatly within the machine's steel frame. No need for high-speed motors, just a single, forceful stroke. Brutal, precise, and effective. This two-level splitter, though simple in design, stands as a testament to raw mechanical strength where man and metal work in perfect sync, turning solid timber into firewood with sheer force.